Hi guys, welcome back for another week of e-learning. This week will be your last week of child development before we move on to our next lesson. For this week, you guys are going to be working on one project for the entire week. That will be due next Monday. After next Monday, it will be 10% off for being late, okay? So make sure you get it done on time and ask me any questions that you might have along the way. Okay, so for this week, you guys are going to be creating a children's book using a website called Story Jumper. There are two different aspects to this assignment. The first one is you're going to have to set up an account so that you can complete it, and the second one is the actual directions and what your book has to be over. If you read the announcement post that I posted earlier today, you saw that I will be hosting an optional Zoom meeting on Wednesday during Elisa's nap time. This meeting will be for those of you who are having issues with Story Jumper. You need to ask a question, or maybe you just want to jump on and say hi. But look for more information tomorrow over that optional Zoom meeting that I will be hosting. Okay, so let's go over what you're going to be doing this week and look at the assignment specifically. All right, so when you log in for this week, this is what you will see. Attendance this week is for period 1 only. Okay, so for my period 1 kids, please make sure that you are doing this daily, especially since you're not going to have something that you have to turn in every day, so I can double check it that way. So period 1, make sure you're doing that. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on this link that says Child Development Project Setup Directions. Okay, and that will take you here. So as I said already, your final project for child development will be to create a children's book. This assignment is to be set up on the website, storyjumper.com. Okay, so what you'll need to do is you will need to click on the correct link for your class period and enter that password. Okay, so think back to what class period did you have me? So if you were 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th, you need to click on the appropriate link, and then it will ask you for a password, and the password is next to your link. Okay, so make sure you're joining the correct period. If you don't have a Story Jumper account, then you'll need to create one. If you already have one, then you can sign into it. When you're creating your account, please use a combination of your first and last name so that I know the account belongs to you. So don't use a nickname. You need to use a combination of your first and your last name. So if I was doing this, I could maybe do J. Kelly, I could do Jessica Kelly, but I need to be able to easily tell that who this account belongs to. Once you have created your account, you can then create a book, okay, and you can start creating your book. It's important to note, guys, that once you log out, you do not have to come back here every time. You can just go to the storyjumper.com website and log in. You don't have to come back to this join link. In the setup directions, I have also attached a video here that takes you through how to navigate the website. So this is a good video that I would highly recommend everyone watches because this will give you a good tutorial of how the website works. Okay. If you have any questions, please email me or message me through Canvas. Again, as I mentioned already, I will be hosting an optional Zoom meeting on Wednesday as well to go over any questions. I do have an example book here. Okay, this is an example that Miss Schaefer created, and you can go through and you can kind of look and see what we're looking for with this story. Okay, so there is an example here. All right, once you have set up your account, you will then go to the second link for Tuesday, which says create a children's book project. In the second link, this is where you will get your directions. Okay, so as we end our child development unit, you'll be creating a children's book specifically for preschoolers or elementary age children that will teach them an important moral or life lesson. Okay, so you're gearing it towards preschooler or elementary children, and you're doing it towards an important moral or life lesson. So some requirements for your book: it has to be age-appropriate moral or an important life lesson. Some examples could be sharing, family, friends, overcoming fears, emotions, being different, accepting everyone, honesty, compassion, good manners, and anything else you think would be age appropriate. All right, your book has to have creative characters. You have to create a setting, a theme, and a story. All things that I know you have done in English. This must be an original story you make up. Okay, it cannot be a story that you take from a book you have at home, a book you've read before. It has to be original. You have to be the author. Okay, you have to have words and pictures on each page. Okay, and when I say words on each page, we're looking more than a couple of words. Okay, so you gotta have words and pictures on each page. You need to have lots of color. Okay, younger kids love colors, love pictures. That's what draws them in and keeps them entertained. Your book has to be at least 12 pages long. Okay, those 12 pages do not include the title, cover page, end page, or table of contents. So that is 12 pages of you writing and coming up with the story. You have to have 2 cover pages. You got to have a front cover. Okay, and on the front cover, you'll have your title of what your book is called, and you'll put your name on there as the author and illustrator. Back cover is you have to write a short summary of the story. So if you look here at our example book, when I get to the back cover, let's see, I can see my summary here. Okay, so if I were to read this summary, it just gives me a brief idea of what this book is going to be about. Okay, so your back of your book needs to have a summary. Again, the example is here if you need it. Okay, so make sure that you look at the example. Make sure you watch the navigation video that was on the first link. And as always, if you have any questions, you need help before the Zoom meeting on Wednesday, just send me an email and I will help walk you through the assignment. Have a good week, guys.